Chase Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll go again with Kelly. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Back to throw here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. This is Leonard Fournette, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down now following the run. Throwing is Wentz. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
So this game's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another 1st down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the 1st quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
A good pickup there at 22. In the red zone this time. They run the counter now on 1st down. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2.
Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Off often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Fournette, a first down carry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fournette on the counter, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now they try the right side here. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He'll look to throw. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
To throw, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A handoff as they run the counter play. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 1:57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
This is Clark. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On third and long, it's Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we
Kelly on the toss. Shifts by him. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but it's blocked. And the defense picks it up. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now Wentz on third down. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Detroit! Set! Blue landing!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter. Number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it's 3rd and 5. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They run the counter now on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they try the right side here. Open space inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Williams. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 51 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. New York set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is knocked down from the side. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And running with power. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
All right, here we go. Gun! Let's go. Check. Patriot.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the pistol. It's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll hand it off to Kelly, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Escaping the pressure right. It's completed to Caldwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go now. Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Hurry up, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They're going to look to throw. Now and a big loss here as he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take...